Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nerd's Garage and New Game Mondays.
I'm Suzanne.
And I'm Derek. And we are here today to talk to you about Mathemagician's Duel.
Level 1 Mage.
Mage.
We're ready.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's mathing involved.
Yes!
Yeah. Math and a ton of fun. And you don't really know you're doing math except for all the plus and minus signs, so it's really okay.
Alright, so this is a game from BS Games, and it is a low anxiety quality game, and it is filled with adorable, witty spells and light brass tacks.
My favorite.
Oh, that is.
I mean, the graphic on this one is.
It is the house
killer.
favorite.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to electroshock their gaming enemy with a spell that's called Electric Charge?
Tesla!
Oh, Tesla Watt Faraday. She beat me to it. You beat me to it, Tesla Watt Faraday.
All right. We are D&D players. We have been to Harry Potter world. We've read the books. We have the wands. Now we're going to tell you about the game.
Mathemagician's Duel is a excellent 2 to 3 player card game that is engaging and absorbing and
not boring.
Not boring at all.
Fun.
I mean, yes, you're doing math the whole time, but it is not a math game. It is a magic game.
What do I call it? We're mathing.
We're mathing. It is, I don't know, it's, you're subtracting and minusing the whole, subtracting and minusing, plusing and adding and plusing. You're mathing the whole time, and you're keeping track.
It's consistent, and it is helping you learn the skill. I mean, because the repetition goes over and over, and you can't help but learn it.
Well, it's helping you learn the skill if you're learning how to math, and if you're just trying to have fun, you're having a whole ton of fun because you're casting magic spells, and
it's good for the old noggin who's been in the house for 3 months.
Gives the noggin a workout. You're keeping track of your math, you're keeping track of your opponent's math and your other opponent's math, and you have the choices to mess with their math or
sabotage.
Work on your own. Sabotage works.
All right. So let's
about the game.
Let's talk about the game. Everybody gets spell cards. You get 3. Always have 3 in your hand, and you choose one to work on the incantation, and the rest are in face down. And then everybody gets 5 cards. And the cards are, you get numerical cards, and you get symbols, plus and minus. And then you work on your incantations. You could put a card down on yours to help build, or your opponent's to sabotage. Or I guess if you're nice, you could help build, but that hasn't happened here yet.
Maybe sometimes when nobody's looking.
All right, so you have to keep your hands up to 5, your cards, and you can draw from the symbols or the numbers.
Right, you've got 2 colored. You've got the numbers are blue, the symbols are red, and you have your choice of which you can draw from to fill your hand out to 5 cards.
All right, the neat thing is that these cards, they give you the total that you need for your spell and the total number of cards that you need to double. Numerical cards you need to double to do the incantation. Then the spell that you must declare out loud with a wand.
Oh, she got me again.
You don't have to have a wand, but we do have, if you have a wand. And then you say out loud what the spell is, and then the points that are taken away, the strength taken away from our other magicians. All right, so you have a magical strength card. Oops. Start at the top.
And a magical current card, which finger points to your level of what your strength is at.
You know what's really sad is when you go to this side.
You have to flip sides. When you're lower on your energy, your magical strength goes down because someone's cast a spell on you, and like she just did. She just cast a spell on me, and I could go down -4 on my magical strength. I could go down -2. There's some that make you go down -5. That brings us back to the house favorites, which is really cool.
Okay, can we just say how this one? I know we're talking about how to play, but this
Right.
one's tricky. You have to get a 2. A 2
A total of 2. Your total needs to add up to 2.
with 6 numerical cards without anybody messing with you.
Yeah. And we mess with each other, as we do.
Well, we are a bit competitive here.
Yeah. Oh, she got me again. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
It's
So when you take your turns playing your incantation or your opponent's, and let's say you're up to the amount, you have to have the right combination to be able to cast your spell. So let's say you've gotten your 6 numerical cards and you're not there, but you could put 2 more, and if that add or subtraction makes your spell on your next turn, you could take 2 away to put back in your hand and
Right.
say, cast your spell.
Yeah, you can play with your hand, the cards in your hand, and the cards on the table. You can adjust, and then when you see your opponent getting near their goal, because you can see the goal that they're trying to get to.
Yeah, the
you
spells
can throw,
are open for everybody.
If she needs a 7 and she's at 6, she's got a cards totaling 6, and there's no numerical, there's no plus
symbol
or minus symbol after her final card there. And in her next turn, she's going to go plus, so she can get +1 to get 7.
Yeah.
Whatever her total is.
True.
You can reverse her. You can make it a minus.
So
if she puts in a minus, you can minus
I
all the way down to 1, and so she's going to start all over. There's a lot of ways you can mess with your opponents, but you have to be careful because your opponent may be anticipating you messing with them.
And if I may interrupt, you get a long line of an equation going. And if the deck is empty and you have to reshuffle,
Yeah.
everybody gets a -1 on their magic strength.
Yes.
And I tell you, this last game we played, we were both at like 2.
We were down to 2 and 1.
And we shuffled 1.
Because we're pretty competitive.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I shouldn't pull from there because that's going to be another shuffling. And then he went and won the game. And he went like, show me how you did.
Electric charge, Tesla, what? Faraday!
I got Faraday.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. This game's a lot of fun because you get to cast spells on people. The mathing is subsidiary to the fun for me. But I actually did learn a lot of math while I was playing because.
All right, and there's one little thing, this little mechanism that is a gotcha. The misfire.
Yes, that's what we haven't mentioned yet. Your total of your cards when you're making your equations on the table, you can't go into negative numbers. You can't go from 1 into
that's a different
negative.
Plane in this magical world, and we're not going there
in
yet.
the magical world, if your equation goes into negative numbers,
it's a misfire.
It's a misfire, and your spell goes off.
So let's say I tried to sabotage
prematurely
Derek, and it's a misfire. Put him in negative. His spell goes off, and it's cast on me. Now, so let's say I'm not paying attention, which happens, and I misfire on myself. The spell goes on me.
Yeah. So you have to be careful what you're doing to your opponents or what they're doing, because if their spell misfires at the wrong time, it could be detrimental to you.
We don't want to misfire. And there's also one other caveat is that if you have a hand that no matter what, we're going to go into a misfire. I'm going to go into misfire. He's going to go into misfire. You could be like, fellow dueler, I can't do anything because I would hurt you and hurt myself. Check.
You would hurt either one of us, so you may replenish your entire hand.
Thank you, good sir.
You're so welcome.
So then you discard those cards and you take another up to 5, either
Yes.
numerals or symbols.
And to clarify on the misfire, whoever causes the misfire is the one who's damaged by the spell. If my opponent inadvertently makes my hand go to negative numbers, they would take the damage. If I
Yes.
inadvertently make it go into so if your mathing is wrong, if your mathing is bad and you go in a negative or they put you in a negative, and that,
All right.
you see how that works.
So here we are as not kids in school, and we're flexing our muscles playing this game, but truly into it
she got me
and
again.
having fun.
Yeah.
But yes, we're using our noggins.
Yes, it's a challenge. It's fun. It's fast.
How about what we played? Okay, we played via Zoom
Yeah,
with
we
our
played
niece.
Zoom gamed
and,
it.
It was interesting to play with a person who's still learning this, and that
Mathing.
they didn't know they were mathing. It was so much fun.
Yep.
Because they know we like D&D, and we're trying to get them into the game. And this might be
Gateway
for little ones.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
There's a lot of uses for this game and a lot of fun can be had with it. And if you want to trick your family into playing Dungeons and Dragons with you,
this is a good starter.
Yeah.
Oh, and we did find a nice harmony. The mechanics that worked was a nice harmony. Trying to get your incantation out early.
Yes.
And sabotaging your opponent.
There's fun in sabotage and there's fun in casting spells. So, yeah, it's a good time. This game.
There's a lot more here than you would think.
Yeah, it's not just plussing and minusing.
And like when if we ever get to have parties again at our house, people want to play a party game and it's a little naughty, a little this, a little that. It's like you don't play it anymore. This is fun.
Yeah.
And not naughty. Nice.
Well, yeah, it's just it's straightforward, and you could actually have a couple people. I could see a couple people playing one wizard team.
Oh yeah, that's in the rules because it's all. You read them. You read them.
I didn't read that part.
It's in the rules because it's 2 to 3 players. So you can do teams.
Right.
And then the team would have to decide on which cards they're going to play.
Yeah.
And I would fully have the whole team stand up with wands and cast the spell.
Got me again. How many times? She's got me like 5-6 times in this one short video.
It's my wand. It came to me. It picks me.
She's a pretty good spellcaster. But we really enjoyed this game. Mathemagician's Duel is A++, A++.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Just great fun. And
and how about if we're not going back to school in the fall and you're teaching your kids at home,
right?
Why not make it fun?
Right. You could certainly use this for some keeping the math skills up, like hardcore.
And rumor has it that next is multiplication and division.
Oh, I am so out. I'm
I
out.
I don't know. I think the kids will beat us on that one. Yeah.
Okay, I won't leave.
Here is I'm knowing division. You'll be good at it.
I'm good at division. I am so good at division. I can't wait for the expansion pack to this game, multiplication and division, and whatever else they want to throw at me, as long as it's not calculus.
We've played a lot of games lately, and this is so different.
Yeah, it's different and it's fun.
It is.
Yeah, it's fresh. It's fresh.
Get you thinking. Get your knocking going.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for coming out and visiting with us for a few minutes and talking about this cool game. We want to know what you think. If you have this game or if you play this game, let us know how it goes. And if you have games that you want us to babble on about for 15 minutes, you just let us know and we'll see if we can get them in the queue, because we enjoy doing this and we enjoy hearing your feedback, and looking forward to see you again next time.
Mathemagician's Duel, level 1 mage.
Mathemagician's Duel. See you guys next time.